Can you imagine waking up every morning in a place where the weather is perfect, where your pension goes twice as far, and where each day can be as peaceful or vibrant as you decide? Mexico is not just beaches and tacos. It is one of the world's best-kept secret destinations for retirement. But not all of its cities offer the same. After thoroughly researching quality of life, the cost of medical services, safety, and the lifestyle for older adults, today we reveal the 5 best Mexican cities to enjoy your retirement just as you always dreamed. From magical towns that seem frozen in time to cities with all modern services, but at prices that will surprise you. Stay until the end because number 1 has an international retiree community so large that you'll even feel like you never left home. Subscribe and activate the bell because this is not just a video. It's the first step to your next chapter in life. Let's begin. San Miguel de Allende is much more than a perfect postcard of Mexico. It is a corner of the world where time takes on another meaning, where the bells of Parroquia de San Miguel Arcángel do not mark hours, but moments of beauty. This city, declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, has perfected the art of welcoming those who seek not only to retire, but to be reborn. Imagine waking up every morning with the soft light filtering through traditional blinds, the aroma of freshly brewed coffee floating from the kitchen, and the distant sound of hammers striking metal in one of the blacksmith workshops that keep centuries-old craft alive. The spring-like temperatures invite you to start the day with a walk through the historic center, where every street is a discovery. Courtyards hidden behind heavy wooden doors, stone fountains with stories to tell, and colors that change with the angle of the sun. The international retiree community here is so vibrant and organized that it makes the transition easier for newcomers. There are clubs for every interest, from hiking groups that explore the surrounding mountains to book circles that analyze contemporary Mexican literature. The Instituto Allende becomes a second home for many, offering classes not only in Spanish, but also in ancestral techniques, such as pottery or backstrap weaving. Learning ceases to be an activity and becomes a lifestyle. Gastronomy is another fascinating chapter. Beyond the internationally recognized gourmet restaurants, there is a universe of flavors to discover in markets, such as Ignacio Ramirez, where women prepare tlacoyos with expert hands while chatting with lifelong customers. The prices make experimenting possible. A full breakfast at the market does not exceed 80 pesos, while an elegant dinner with Mexican wines can cost around 600 pesos per person. The healthcare system is surprising for its quality and accessibility. Hospitals such as MAC have cutting-edge technology and specialists trained at the best universities in the world, while consultations with experienced geriatricians cost around 600 pesos. Many expatriates highlight the personalized care, with appointments that start on time and professionals who dedicate valuable minutes to listening and explaining. Living here also means adapting to different rhythms. Siestas are still respected. Conversations matter more than haste. And community celebrations such as patron saint festivals or the Defile de los Locos fill the streets with contagious joy. Safety allows you to wander through cobblestone alleys at dusk, where illuminated facades create almost theatrical settings. The cost of living, although higher than in other Mexican cities, remains reasonable. A couple can live comfortably on 45,000 to 55,000 pesos per month, covering a furnished 2-bedroom apartment in a central area, 18,000 to 25,000 pesos. Utilities such as electricity, water, gas, and internet, 2,500 to 3,500 pesos. Quality food, 6,000 to 8,000 pesos. And a fund for cultural activities and local trips. But the true value of San Miguel transcends the economic. It is waking up knowing that the day will bring unexpected beauty, whether at a free concert in the square, an art exhibition in some hidden gallery, or simply perfection of a golden sunset over colonial architecture. It is finding that personal corner where the barista already knows your order, the gardener greets you by name, and the baker saves your favorite bread. It is ultimately the place where retirement transforms from a final stage into a new beginning, where each day offers the opportunity to learn, grow, and connect in one of the most beautiful settings ever created, where time is not killed, it is savored. Chapala, Jalisco, is much more than a town on the water's edge. It is a conscious lifestyle, where tranquility is cultivated day by day as the most valuable art retirement. This corner on the shore of the largest lake in Mexico has perfected the unique balance between Mexican authenticity and international comforts, creating an ecosystem where the golden years truly shine with intensity. Imagine starting each morning with the gentle murmur of the lake swaying against the shoreline, the aroma of bougainvillea mixing with freshly brewed coffee, and the soft warmth of the sun caressing your skin while you have breakfast on the patio. The climate here is a constant gift of nature, with temperatures ranging between 18 degrees on the cool mornings of January and 28 degrees on the warmest afternoons of May, creating an eternal spring-like environment that eliminates the need for heating or air conditioning. The expatriate community in Chapala and its neighbor Jijic is probably the largest and best organized in Mexico, but never overwhelming. Here you will find everything from bridge clubs meeting in cafes overlooking the lake to volunteer groups supporting local schools and animal shelters. The Lake Chapala Society becomes the social heart, with its well-stocked library, therapeutic gardens, and constant activities that make it easy to form meaningful friendships. It is common for newcomers to find their tribe within weeks, not months. Life by the lake offers gentle and predictable rhythms. Mornings can be dedicated to walks along the 10-kilometer boardwalk, where local fishermen repair their nets and vendors offer freshly caught tilapia. Afternoons invite siestas under the shade of jacarandas or Spanish classes in one of the many cultural centers. Sunsets become a community ritual, where neighbors and friends gather at natural viewpoints with a glass of wine or artisanal tequila to watch how the sun transforms the lake into a liquid mirror of burning colors. Gastronomy here is a delightful paradox. You could have traditional kiloqual for 60 pesos in a local market or enjoy eggs Benedict for 150 pesos in a European-style cafe. The weekly triangulas are festivals of colors and flavors, where farmers from nearby towns sell avocados at 40 pesos per kilo, mangoes at 25 pesos, and handmade tortillas at 18 pesos a dozen. For special dinners, restaurants like Marco's Place offer international cuisine at prices that would make even the most frugal smile. The healthcare system is exceptional for a community of this size. Hospitals such as CMQ Chapala have state-of-the-art equipment and bilingual doctors trained at the best universities. A consultation with a specialist is around 800 pesos, while dental cleanings cost about 600 pesos. Many retirees highlight the personalized attention and the time professionals dedicate to each patient, something increasingly rare in other countries. The cost of living makes Chapala especially attractive. A couple can live comfortably on 30,000 to 40,000 pesos per month, which includes rent for a furnished house with a garden and partial lake view, 12,000 to 18,000 pesos. Basic services, 2,000 to 3,000 pesos. High quality food, 5,000 to 7,000 pesos. And a budget for social activities and travel. Domestic services remain affordable, with weekly cleaning for 200 to 250 pesos per day. Safety is one of Chapala's best-kept treasures. The sense of community is so strong that neighbors naturally look out for one another. Walking its cobblestone streets at dusk becomes a daily pleasure, not a calculated risk. Violent crime is almost non-existent, although as in any tourist destination, common sense is recommended with personal belongings. But the true value of Chapala lies in its daily details. The baker who saved your favorite bolillo, the group of ladies who knit in the main square and always have a smile, The children playing soccer in streets close the traffic. It is finding that perfect balance between modern comforts and provincial simplicity, where you can have 100 megabits per second fiber optic, but also buy handmade tortillas 2 blocks from home. Chapala is for those seeking an active but stress-free retirement, where each day offers a possibility to learn something new, help the community, or simply contemplate the serene beauty of the lake, while savoring that the best time of life is, finally, the present. Merida, Yucatan, is the white jewel of the Mexican Southeast, a place where safety, culture, and quality of life intertwine to create the perfect setting for retirement. This city, founded on ancient Mayan cities, breathes history through every pore while confidently moving toward the future. The contrast between the colonial and the modern blends here naturally, creating an environment where tradition and innovation coexist in perfect harmony. Imagine waking up in a restored colonial mansion with high ceilings that maintain natural freshness, marble floors that mitigate the heat, and windows that open to interior patios filled with tropical vegetation. The sound of tropical birds mixes with the distant murmur of the waking city, while the aroma of coffee from the pot and tropical fruits fills the kitchen. The temperatures can be warm, but traditional architecture is designed to create natural air currents that make even the hottest day tolerable. Safety in Merida is not just a statistic. It is a palpable reality lived in the streets. It is common to see entire families strolling along Paseo de Montejo until late at night, children playing in public squares without constant supervision, and seniors walking peacefully in perfectly lit parks. This sense of safety allows enjoying a freedom that many modern cities have lost, where fear does not dictate schedules or routes. The cultural richness here is overwhelming. Each day offers new opportunities, from visiting world-class museums like the Gran Museo del Mundo Maya to attending free concerts in colonial courtyards. On Sundays, the historic center is closed to traffic to become a gigantic family festival with music, traditional dances, and artisan markets. The Mayan heritage remains alive in customs, gastronomy, and even in particular warmth of its people, creating a cultural tapestry unique in the country. Yucatecan gastronomy is reason enough to choose Merida. Here you eat like nowhere else in Mexico, with flavors ranging from Recado Negro to sour orange, from habanero to ground pumpkin seed. Markets like Lucas de Galvez are sensory universes where for 80 pesos you can have freshly baked cochinita pibil or crispy panuchos for breakfast. For elegant dinners, restaurants like Cook offer gastronomic experiences for a fraction of what they would cost in Mexico City or abroad. The healthcare system combines the best of both worlds. Private high-specialty hospitals like Star Medical with consultations around 800 pesos, and a solid public network that provides quality care. Many doctors are internationally trained and fluent in English, making communication easier for expatriates. The city also has specialty pharmacies and home delivery services that make life easier for seniors. The cost of living offers exceptional value. A couple can live in luxury on 35,000 to 45,000 pesos per month, broken down into a restored colonial mansion with a pool, 15,000 to 20,000 pesos, services including air conditioning in key areas, 3,000 to 4,000 pesos, gourmet food with local products, 6,000 to 8,000 pesos, and a generous budget for cultural activities and trips to nearby beaches like Progreso or Celestin. Connectivity is another hidden advantage. Merida has an international airport with direct flights to major cities in the United States and Canada. The road infrastructure is modern and well-maintained, allowing easy getaways to spectacular archaeological sites such as Uxmal or Chichen Itza, or the cenotes hidden in the jungle. But what truly captivates about Merida is its community spirit. Here the concept of authentic neighborhood still exists, where shopkeepers know their customers by name, where neighbors come together to celebrate victories and support each other in difficult times. It is common to see how the community comes together in the vaquerias or Mexican nights where everyone, locals and expatriates, dance to the rhythm of the jarana under the Yucatecan moonlight. Merida is not just a place to retire. It is a place to reconnect with what is essential. Time for deep conversations and rocking hammocks. To savor every bite without hurry. To discover that true safety does not come from high fences, but from united communities. It is a perfect setting to write the calmest and most rewarding chapters of life, where every sunset paints the sky in violet tones over lime whitewashed facades, reminding you that you found that perfect balance between modern comfort and timeless authenticity. Queretaro is the best-kept secret of central Mexico, a city that has managed to grow without losing its soul, where economic prosperity and quality of life go hand in hand, as in few places in the country. This colonial jewel, declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, offers retirees that perfect balance between modernity and tradition, between urban dynamism and provincial tranquility, creating an ideal setting to enjoy the golden years with fullness and safety. Imagine waking up in a restored apartment in the heart of the historic center, with vaulted ceilings that tell stories of centuries past and windows that open to interior patios where the sound of fountain mixes with the song of birds. The morning light filters gently, illuminating architectural details that have survived revolutions and transformations, while the aroma of freshly baked bread arrives from the corner bakery. The climate here is notably benign, with temperatures rarely exceeding 28 degrees thanks to the altitude of 1,800 meters above sea level, creating an eternal spring-like environment that invites you to live with windows open and enjoy outdoor spaces. Safety in Queretaro is not just a promise. It is a tangible reality felt in every corner. The city consistently ranks as one of the safest in Mexico, allowing nighttime walks by the illuminated aqueduct, late dinners in outdoor restaurants, and Sunday bike rides through the traffic-free downtown. This sense of tranquility permeates daily life, freeing its residents from the stress that affects many large cities and allowing them to focus on what really matters, enjoying the present. The economic development of Queretaro has brought with it a service infrastructure that rivals first world cities. Medical centers like Hospital Médica Sur Queretaro offer specialized care with cutting-edge technology, while consultations with highly reputed geriatricians cost around 900 pesos. The city has more than a dozen cultural centers, theaters with international programming, and a gastronomic scene that ranges from street stalls to Michelin-starred restaurants, all within an accessible radius. Queretaran gastronomy is a sensory journey through history and innovation. Mornings can begin with gorditas de magajas bathed in salsa de arbol for 25 pesos at the La Cruz Market, while afternoons invite the coffee ceremony in one of the many specialty cafes that have sprung up in restored mansions. For special occasions, restaurants like Hacienda La Avena offer culinary experiences in 18th century haciendas, where for 500 pesos per person you can enjoy tasting menus that are true journeys through reinvented traditional cuisine. The cost of living offers exceptional value, considering the quality of services. A couple can live very comfortably on 40,000 to 50,000 pesos per month, broken down into a furnished two-bedroom apartment in a premium area such as Juriquilla or the historic center, 16,000 to 22,000 pesos. High-quality services, including sports clubs and entertainment, 4,000 to 5,000 pesos. Balanced food with organic products and gourmet markets, 7,000 to 9,000 pesos. And a budget for frequent trips to nearby magical towns, such as Bernal or Tequisquiapan. Connectivity is another of its strengths. The Intercontinental Airport offers direct flights to major cities in the United States, facilitating family visits, while the central location in the country allows weekend getaways to San Miguel de Allende, Guanajuato, or even Mexico City. The impeccable road infrastructure and modern public transportation system make moving around the city and beyond surprisingly efficient. But what truly distinguishes Queretaro is its vibrant community spirit. Here, the expatriate circles blend organically with the local community, creating a rich and diverse social fabric. It is common to find hiking groups exploring the Bernal Cliffs on weekends, book clubs meeting in independent bookstores, or volunteers collaborating in ecological restoration projects in the surroundings. The city offers that rare balance where there is always something interesting to do, but never the pressure of having to do it. Queretaro represents a fulfilled promise of an active and stimulating retirement, where each day offers a possibility of learning something new in its world-class universities, contributing through volunteer work, or simply enjoying the serene beauty of its tree-lined squares. It is a place where history is lived not as a relic of the past, but as a dynamic part of the present, where traditions are celebrated with authentic joy, and where the future is built with conscious optimism, a refuge of prosperity and peace in the heart of Mexico. Morelia, Michoacan, is the elegant lady of western Mexico, a city that preserved its colonial grandeur with dignity and grace, offering retirees a setting of architectural beauty, cultural richness, and quality of life that few places can match. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Morelia not only looks like a living museum, it feels like a home that embraces those who choose to stay, inviting them to be part of its historical and social fabric. Imagine waking up in an 18th century mansion lovingly restored, where pink quarry stone walls radiate warmth under the morning sun. Inner courtyards echo with the sound of centuries-old fountains, and Baroque details on windows and doors tell stories of past eras. The climate here is notably mild, with temperatures ranging from 12 degrees on fresh winter mornings to 26 degrees on the warmest spring days, creating an atmosphere that invites daily walks without the extremes that affect other regions. The altitude of 1,920 meters above sea level gives clear skies and sunsets that paint the stone in golden and orange tones, a daily spectacle that never loses its magic. Safety in Morelia is a calm and constant reality. The city has maintained a peaceful environment that allows walks along the illuminated aqueduct under the stars, enjoying concert nights in public squares, and sitting in outdoor cafes late without worries. This sense of tranquility extends to residential neighborhoods like Santa Maria or Chapultepec, where families still gather in the streets on weekends and neighbors know each other by name. Morelia proves that safety does not mean confinement, but freedom to live fully. Cultural life here is deep and authentic. Morelia doesn't need to try to be cultural. It is in its very essence. From a conservatory of music that fills the city with classical melodies to artisan workshops that preserve pure pekka techniques, creativity flows through the streets. Festivals such as the International Film Festival or the Guitar Festival attract global talent, but daily events, like serenade nights in the main square or theatrical performances in colonial courtyards, are equally special. For retirees, this translates into endless opportunities for learning. Ukulele classes at the cultural center, traditional Michoacan cooking workshops, or study groups on local history. Morelian gastronomy is a chapter of its own. Here people eat with devotion. Mornings may begin with corundas covered in cream and sauce for 35 pesos at the street food market. Afternoons invite you to taste Morelian pozole in family-run diners for 60 pesos. And evenings offer elegant dinners in restaurants like Lou, set in 16th century mansions where chefs reinvent pre-Hispanic dishes. Markets like San Juan are labyrinths of flavors, where for 200 pesos you can assemble a picnic of artisanal cheeses, pork carnitas, and candied fruits, all produced in nearby towns. The healthcare system combines the best of public and private. Hospitals like Star Medica Morelia have internationally trained specialists offering consultations for 700 to 900 pesos, while geriatric clinics provide comprehensive care with preventive programs specifically designed for seniors. Pharmaceutical care is exceptionally accessible, with prices up to 60% lower than in the United States for common medications. The cost of living offers affordable luxury. A couple can live comfortably with 35,000 to 45,000 pesos per month, distributed as follows: a restored mansion with space for a garden or orchard, 14,000 to 18,000 pesos. Services including weekly cleaning and green area maintenance, 3,000 to 4,000 pesos. High-quality food with local and organic products, 6,000 to 8,000 pesos. And a robust budget for cultural activities and trips to nearby magic towns like Pátzcuaro or Tzintzuntzin. Morelia's strategic location is another hidden treasure. Just 3 hours by car from Mexico City or Guadalajara, it allows easy family visits, while the international airport offers direct connections to several U.S. cities. The surroundings of Morelia are a paradise to discover. Monarch butterfly reserves, crystal clear lakes, Puripeca towns that maintain ancestral traditions, and hot springs hidden in pine forests, all accessible in day trips. But the true heart of Morelia beats in its people. Morelians welcome new residents with genuine curiosity and sincere warmth, gradually integrating newcomers into their social life. Morelia is not a place to withdraw from the world, but to reconnect with what truly matters. Time for deep conversations under historic arcades, to slowly learn a new craft, to savor each bite of quince atish made with centuries-old recipes. It is where retirement becomes a cultural and personal rebirth, surrounded by beauty that inspires, community that embraces, and a quality of life that shows that the best of life can be incredibly accessible.